to another gathering of the Gold Key Adventurers Society. Have a seat by the fire as we prepare to help you unlock the secrets of the travel life. From theme park thrills to Purple Mountain's majesty, we want to see it all and do it all, and we want to help you do the same. We all have those bucket list trips, once-in-a-lifetime destinations that we'll get to someday. We're here to help you make your travel dreams a reality. Buy the ticket, take the trip. Where do you want to go?
Come on, now tell me what's on your bucket list. Okay, hey, it's a beautiful day. Okay, hey, it's a beautiful day.
Welcome back to another meeting of the Gold Key Adventurers Society. My name is Dan Leonard.
Howdy, Dan.
And joining me this week in the studio is Heather Strait.
Hi, guys.
And Mr. Jeff Williams.
Hey, that's me.
Still, after all these weeks. Our show, as always, is brought to you by Key to the World Travel. Key to the World Travel is a full-service travel agency specializing in theme parks, cruising, and destinations around the world. Head to www.keytotheworldtravel.com for more details. No obligation quote on the vacation of a lifetime. Well, we can't let Walt Disney World have fun. This week, we're going to take a look at Universal Orlando Resort to find all the ways that you can plus your stay. Make sure that you're getting the biggest bang for your buck. Plussing is a term we talked about a few times already this spring. It's used by Walt Disney. It was used by Walt Disney. Movies. And his Imagineers. I was thinking about making a Frozen joke, but I decided not to. Plussing is a term that was used by Walt Disney and his Imagineers to describe the process of taking something that's already great and making it even more better. The concept can be applied to your vacation as well. We know all the best ways to have the best stay possible, no matter the size of your budget. We're going to start off by taking a look at where you're staying around Universal Orlando Resort. So I was thinking maybe we could first think about in each of the price categories that they have there, which gives you the most plus feel.
Those deluxe resorts.
Yeah.
Well, obviously
actually,
those
right there,
resorts.
the most bang for your buck, I usually say, if you don't want to pay the highest price for your hotel, for their top tier deluxe resorts, go with Royal Pacific because it's still a deluxe and you still get the express pass included in your stay, but it's a lower price point than the Hard Rock or Portofino Bay.
And it's my second favorite of the deluxes. This is.
Yeah.
I think it might technically be the closest. No, I guess
Hard Rock is the closest. And if I want to be able to truly walk into the parks, I stay at the Hard Rock. I also really love the vibe there, but it's definitely the shortest walk. Royal Pacific is a little bit of a longer walk.
Royal Pacific recently had maybe 2 years ago or so, 3 years ago, just before the pandemic, whenever that was. Time is weird now.
Time is a little weird.
Had a remodel, and it's gorgeous now. The rooms are really nice, and it got the 90s taste out of its mouth, and it's really pretty now.
And it has a beautiful lobby bar with a sushi restaurant right there in the lobby.
Yeah,
great
the public
pool area.
Public areas are gorgeous.
Boat
it
that
really
takes you right into the City Walk, which has the entrance to both of the parks. Soon to be. Well, no, I guess the other park won't be there, but there will be 3 parks.
Yeah. It kind of is like how we talked about at Walt Disney World, the Grandestino Tower is kind of like the moderate way, but kind of like moderate plus. It's like the deluxe feel with moderate in the moderate price category, kind of the same way that it's definitely on the lower end of the premier price range, so it's kind of like their moderate plus kind of deal
for the whole
in a way
vibe and the rooms. And I personally, my favorite is Sapphire Falls. It is definitely a deluxe feeling resort, but they don't give you the express pass included with your stay, and I think that's purely because of how many rooms it has. They can't include that in
the rooms are huge.
Sapphires. Yeah, because there's just too many rooms available, and it would overwhelm the
lobby. Beautiful.
System.
There's a great rum bar in the lobby. Got a nice like coffee shop, quick service thing, and a nice restaurant downstairs with an awesome breakfast buffet and decent dinner
Amatista
option there.
Strongwater Tavern, like you said.
Strongwater is my
spot.
favorite.
It's a great spot
Yeah.
to eat. Phenomenal drinks. The rooms are light,
Absolutely
airy,
gorgeous.
and
I love them.
just
Pretty bathrooms.
really comfortable.
And
They're-
a kind of an insider tip, you can get a really great suite at Sapphire Falls for much less money than you could get at Hard Rock or Royal Pacific or Portofino Bay, and really plus your room if you're staying at Sapphire Falls. They have some excellent 1 and 2 bedroom suites, hospitality suites with a full kitchen, and they're really
So,
not that expensive.
Sapphire is really their only moderate, they call it.
Yeah.
I guess it's
Right.
And it is connected also by boat, so you can take the boat right into the parks.
I love that
Fish
water
City Walk.
taxi system. Yeah. And I mean, technically, you can walk from Sapphire to the parks. It's not a terrible walk if you're the type that likes to walk. It
I
is
am not.
doable. Yeah. And then if you're too tired, I don't mind it when it's not Central Florida humid 100-degree season. I don't mind
That's
the walk.
my favorite
but
week of the year.
yeah.
Yeah. And speaking of those suites, that can be tricky when you're staying at Universal Orlando, is if you've got a larger family or party with you, is fitting everybody into a room. A lot of their standard rooms don't hold more than 4,
Right.
or if they do, you have to pay extra for a rollaway bed. So you've got the suites there, but that's also a good way that's kind of where they shine at their lower. What do they call it? They're not values there, or are they?
They are value. Yeah. There's
Okay, I can't remember. I thought they had a different name for that category. But anyway, at
value
both
and
Cabana
value
Bay-
plus is what they.
Yes.
Yeah. The only
That's
ones
right.
that they truly call value are Endless Summer.
Yes.
Value plus
those-
would be Cabana Bay and Aventura.
And you can get the family suites at the values and value pluses. Cabana Bay, they do a great job of fitting 6 people into those.
Oh yeah, Cabana Bay's.
suites.
I love the whole vibe at Cabana Bay. It's a really great resort.
Oh yeah, I love it. If
I
it's a
love
little
all
bit closer,
the kitschy mid-century modern things anyway, and then that just nails it. The whole atomic vibe.
Mm-hmm.
the fact that even the toiletries that they give you are
Yes.
old 60s VO5 shampoo bottles and all that stuff. Yeah, it's great. I love it. It's a great
And there's a
And-
bowling
yeah.
alley.
Mm-hmm. And the family suites there are very affordable, and you can get a 2-bedroom family suite for a really reasonable price there.
The pool area, they have 2 pool areas. There's a main feature pool, the cabana. What do they call it? Cabana something. And then there's a lazy river cabana courtyard, lazy river courtyard. Food court there is so kitschy, giant screens and whatever. I don't know. That has a real resort feel for definitely a value price.
Mm-hmm. And they do keep to the theme in the food court. Even you can get things like tuna casserole and meatloaf and
Hot
that-
pie.
yeah, that
Yeah.
wholesome 70s American feel to it. And it's really good food, actually. I like their food court a lot. And they have a
lot.
Starbucks.
Better than I like any
Yeah.
of the food court style places at the values.
Oh, for sure. And they have a really big Starbucks right on site, which I love. And a great lobby lounge and bar area.
Swizzles.
Mhm.
Yes.
It's excellent.
Yeah.
They do have
I've spent
some
many hours there.
many. There are some cool suite options at their deluxe properties that are definitely going to be a significant price bump. But if you do have a bigger budget to work with, they're super fun for kids.
If you want to plus it for the kids, especially, and you're staying deluxe, you can really go.
Absolutely.
Especially at
over the
Royal
top for-
Pacific and Portofino, because the theme on those two are really great. At Portofino Bay, which is really kind of their premier top tier of the price level, their property there, it's their Minions suites, and the beds in them they look like bombs.
Yeah, they're bombshells.
Essentially bombshells
like what
for
the girls sleep in Despicable Me.
Yes.
And the best part about it, I got to tour one of those rooms a couple of months ago when I was down there, and it threw me because our tour guide said, "Okay, we're going to see one of the kids' suite rooms," and opened the door for me to go in and make a video. And I walked in, I looked around, and I'm like, "Wait a second, which room are we in?" I was so confused because the side of the door in the parents'
Yes,
side
the
of
main
suite.
entrance into the room. There's no external door to the kids' room.
Right. And the parents' side of the door into the kids' room isn't themed in any way. It just looks like a door. I was just, where's the kids? And then you open up the door and it's minions all over the place.
They're hanging from the walls, and there are a couple different layouts. Some of the rooms, the bomb beds are side by side, and in some of them they're stacked like the girls in Despicable Me into bunk beds, depending on which one you get assigned.
To be honest, I saw the bunk bed stack, and that's fun because it's like the movie, but the other one looks nicer. It's kind of small and dark.
Are they what size are these beds? Are they twin size?
It's
or
a
are they
twin.
Smaller, like for little kids.
Yeah, they're twin.
It's a twin, but it's not an extended length twin. So yeah, it's.
Yeah,
I
but a
could fit
standard
in
twin
one,
is
but
okay.
yeah, you wouldn't be able to fit in one of them. Your
I was
feet would
picturing it
be
being even
hanging off the
smaller than
side.
a twin.
Oh, yeah, it'd fit a
I
reasonably
don't think I've
sized.
seen one of those. Or if I have, I was drunk.
The minion ones are really hard. I mean, they're super popular and they don't have a lot, so they book up really fast. So it's really hard to
We
get into
we
looking.
were able to tour and saw the other ones at Royal Pacific that were the Jurassic Park ones.
Those ones are super cool. The beds in that one look like the transparent roly ball thing from Jurassic World. I can't remember that.
That's the
Yeah.
scientific term for those.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're supposed to be, right?
Yeah,
The gerbil
Yeah.
ball.
Yeah,
yeah. They look like yes,
human
they
gerbil
look
ball.
like the gerbil ball from Jurassic World. My wife's gonna be so upset with me that I don't know the technical name. for it.
She is a really big Jurassic Park fan.
She just watched it last night. Jurassic World again.
That does
I
not
didn't
surprise
see
me.
the most recent one of those.
Did I? She did. She
Of course
liked it.
she did.
It's a little a little odd. The Minions theme doesn't necessarily fit in with the whole Italian Riviera theme at Portofino Bay, and Royal Pacific is supposed to be in the Pacific, beautiful, islands of Fiji and such. And then there's I suppose that one does fit because Jurassic Park is supposed to take place on an island in the middle of nowhere, but it's really
think that's-
cool that they did take what IP they have and do something with it.
They're really fun rooms.
They're
They're
really
great.
fun. And Hard Rock also has kids suites, but they're not, there's no movie theme with them. They're just, rock star royalty, kids rock star kind of theme. And
Yeah.
they're very
Yeah.
nice.
One's like a Taylor Swift room.
Yeah. And that's a
think they have a
recent
couple of
thing.
different
Before
themes,
they were
yeah.
just an
Oh, I
extra
haven't
room
seen it
tacked
since
on.
They did that. Yeah,
Yeah.
they were just
Yeah.
like Rockstar Suite, and they had them set up with like two double beds in a kid room and like a mom and dad
Mhm.
suite.
The one thing the one quibble I have with some of them is that there's not two bathrooms, especially at Hard Rock. You're still sharing a bathroom. Jeff has stories about the kids' suite at Hard Rock,
Yeah, the walls are thin there.
and the toilet
And
is
if
right
someone-
next to the bed.
Well, it's a split bath, so you've got a sink and shower in one room, and then a sink and toilet in the other. And so the toilet is literally about 5 inches from one of the twin beds. And so if someone's peeing, they're peeing very, very close to your head.
Which some of our listeners might enjoy.
Maybe people enjoy that. Yeah.
The kids suites at Portofino are the same way. At least the one that I saw. There's just the one.
Yes, and
bathroom
I
for
believe the
both
same
beds.
for Royal Pacific as well. It's not two bathrooms, which you do get if you're staying at Endless Summer or Cabana Bay. You get two bathrooms, which is nice.
Yep, that is nice. Speaking of Portofino, man, there is so much you can do. I mean, both there and Hard Rock.
Mhm.
There's a lot that you can add on to plus your stay there, but especially Portofino with their spa is a
The Mandara
gorgeous
spa is very
spa.
nice, very nice.
Yes. They also have like 6 pools.
There's so many
There's-
pools and different vibes with each pool. There's the main feature pool that they call the family. I think they call it the family pool. It's intended
It's a
for
great creative
families.
name.
Yeah.
I think it's Familia.
That's
Or
it.
something like
They
that.
put it in
La
Italian.
Pula.
Yes.
Yeah.
But there are also just like really chill, quiet pools that are all still themed, but just beautiful. It's a beautiful, beautiful resort.
Yeah.
And it
love
really
they have
does look
bocce
like
courts there.
Portofino when you pull into that bay
The
area.
Italian
at the
restaurant
front.
down by me.
Yes, exactly like it.
Have you all seen the El Presidente suite there?
I have not.
Okay, so you know how at night, and if you're listening and you don't know, at night, most nights, they have balconies that are overlooking the courtyard at
Mhm.
Portofino Bay, which kind of looks like a port, and there's boats and stuff floating around. They have that outdoor restaurant, and at night, opera singers come out on a balcony and they serenade you. The El Presidente suite is massive. I think it sleeps somewhere between 9 and 13 people,
Wow.
but it has one of those balconies overlooking the courtyard that you can go out on.
Nice.
It's right there.
I
It's
like
You have
it.
to be
huge.
willing to
It's-
let the opera singer pass through your room.
I mean, there's trade-offs. They also have, we got to tour, we got to see the club lounge area. They have a club level there.
Mhm. The club level at all three of their top tier properties, Royal Pacific, Portofino, and Hard Rock, are great options because the breakfast and the dinner hours, they serve a lot of food, really, all really great hot food items. The rest of the day is, typical of what you find in a club lounge at Disney, where it's just kind of snacks. But I know a lot of folks who stay club level at those properties use that as their breakfast and their dinner, and then they're not paying extra out of pocket for that.
Heck yeah.
Over at Hard Rock, there you have some fun add-ons for the rooms that you can get. You can have a guitar sent up to your room. You can have a record player set up to your room.
Which
Uh,
the
which your
guitar is
neighbors love.
free, right? I don't think you have to pay extra for those things, do you?
I'm
Unless
not
you do
prepared to
now,
have
but
to.
you didn't have to before. I may be remembering it incorrectly.
Yeah. They'll also deliver
I bet there's
yoga.
a deposit.
Oh, sure. At least
Yeah.
to make sure you don't go full rock star and smash the guitar against them.
Like the guy in the wall.
Yes.
Yeah. They'll also deliver a yoga mat and some like those like blocks or a yoga kit to your room that you can go and
I do that
Guess
every
do-
time.
yoga wherever you feel like around the resort.
I love to yoga-ing.
Yeah, I can tell. You're very flexible.
Mm-hmm.
There's one word that describes Jeff Williams. It's supple.
Supple. Or wrist.
Life. I like that.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of other things that you can avail yourself at the hotel.
Well, at most of them, it's actually all of their on-site properties except Endless Summer and Aventura. They all have pool cabanas you can rent, and they're
That's right.
very nice.
They're posh.
Very posh. They all have a TV and a little fridge and a ceiling fan, and then you
bar
get
service,
dedicated
of course.
service. Yeah,
And they usually will start you off with a little bucket of some waters and soft drinks.
and
that
some
kind of
sody
thing.
pops. And they range, it depends on which property you're at and the time of year, but they range from as low as $199 up to $400 for a whole day, depending on the
Like up
time of
to
the
6 or
year.
8
And
people can share it with you,
Mhm.
depending on who's looking. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
And if you are going to Volcano Bay while you're on your Universal vacation, they have cabanas at Volcano Bay, and they have several different levels, tiers of cabana options there, and they are great because it's a dedicated shady place that you have to go to, and they have service, and it comes with breakfast. And I believe we even had sunscreen and hand sanitizer during the COVID times provided
Special times.
in
They have
the
a little button you press and the server just comes right over, right?
Yes.
Or can you order even from there and they just bring you what you
Yeah,
ordered?
the server comes and you order whatever you want from their food menus. And the cool thing at Volcano Bay, I'm always mixing
Yeah.
those two
Well,
up.
Cabana Bay Beach Resort is
Yes.
right next to Volcano Bay.
Yeah. There is they
Water
have
theme
that Tapu virtual line system, and when you have a cabana there's a tapu unit right in your cabana, so you can get in line for the bigger attractions without going and having to actually tap your wristband over at the ride, which is kind of cool.
Yeah, you just have to tap your private unit.
Yes, your private
I
unit.
do that a lot.
Just tap it, and it'll put you in the line. So they're really those range in price as well, depending on how many people and which one you choose, and again, also the time of year. They have a surge pricing. That's what everybody's going to. Ye old surge pricing.
Yep, of course they are. We briefly mentioned it, but it's worth being more explicit about it. So you stay at the premieres, and those include Express Pass.
Yes,
in the price of your stay,
What's
which
Express
is
Pass, Dan.
Tell us.
That's a fancy card that lets you get into a shorter line on most attractions at both.
Kind of like the ye old Fast Pass.
Yeah.
And kind of like Lightning Lane.
Right. But you don't have to schedule it ahead of time.
Yep.
You
just
go
show
to the line and tap your thing and get inside. Yeah, in public this time. And you head right into that line. And that can be pricey when you're adding it on, because that one again is
purchasing it directly individually without it being part of your hotel stay, it gets very, very expensive.
I'm a huge proponent of staying at the nicer hotel and getting the Express Pass for every day of your stay. And when you stay there, you get it for unlimited for each one of the rides. So if you buy the Express Pass, it can be ungawa expensive for each day. And then also it's only once per ride. Where if you are staying at the hotel, you could ride whatever, Jurassic Park or whatever you want. What's the new Velocicoaster? Only once on your Express Pass. Those things can run like $300 a day or something
per person.
At peak times.
At peak times, if you didn't purchase it ahead of time and you waited until right before your trip, it can get up to around $300 per person per day. So, I mean, right there, that's
much more than just staying at the nicer hotel.
Exactly.
And a great way to if you are trying to control the cost and keep it down a little bit is doing a split stay there. Staying maybe at Royal Pacific you stay at Royal Pacific for 2 days, you've got 3 days worth of Express Pass because you can use it on check-in day and check out, and then stay at maybe Cabana Bay or Endless Summer for a few days and do some of the non-theme park parts of your vacation.
So Express Pass definitely worth it for that hotel stay. Other ways we can plus our package. There's you can add on a VIP tour for your theme park days. There's private and non-private.
I like that they have those non-private options. And those VIP tours come with, depending on the level of VIP tour. Again, they have different tiers, but there's. The full VIP tour comes with all your meals for the day, which is fantastic.
I've never done the non-private one, but that private one at Universal is, to me, much better than
killer.
At Disney.
Yeah.
The price. Those meals are
great.
Disney
doesn't include your food.
Right. The one thing about the non-private one to be aware of is you don't get to pick what you do on that tour. You're going to show up and there's going to be other people there. And so your tour guide is going to size up the group and kind of get a feel for what everybody enjoys and wants to do, and then they'll pick I think it's like 8 attractions that they take you to throughout the day, whereas the private VIP tour, you can tell them we want to do this. If you want to ride Hagrid's 4 times, they'll take you to Hagrid's 4 times. But they also do cool things.
We did that.
There's also some they'll show you some cool behind the scenes stuff, but the priority on it is on the rides. But I've heard of people getting to go underneath the track of the Mummy, see how that ride goes.
That's cool.
So you do get a little bit of that behind the scenes tour type stuff with. So,
does the non-private one also include meals?
The non-private one does include at least 2. I believe it's breakfast and lunch. And it's at they have that buffet.
Like the breakfast buffet was in like where you start. They had a buffet meal at that Copacabana or whatever that place is, and then they took us for a meal somewhere else, like at some restaurant. I forget where.
When you do the private one, you can choose where you want to eat lunch and dinner, both. You can eat at any of the City Walk or any of the restaurants in the parks. The non-private ones, I believe that's all of your meals will be done in that buffet restaurant.
Oh, yeah. And it was really good food.
Yeah.
Breakfast and lunch and dinner is just the private. That's right. You do get the unlimited express pass for the full day. So after your tour is over, your express pass still works, and it's the unlimited version. So you can still do all the rides you want. It also scores you discounts on merchandise at the shops, and you get complimentary valet parking.
The valet parking, by the way, there is
Nice.
awesome because it is just right there, right by the entrance to the City Walk,
And
bottom of the escalator.
I hadn't, really taken into account how great it was so I have an annual pass for Universal, and the level of annual pass I have includes.
Be nice to be in.
Yeah, I wish. But it includes parking, and it is considered the preferred parking. But the preferred parking is still a really
a
long
mile
walk
away
from the gate. And I've used it a few times, and you're walking along. The parking garage is huge. I can't imagine what the non-preferred parking, you need to take a bicycle to get to the gate. But with VIP, you're just right up the escalator, and there you are in City Walk. It's fantastic.
Yeah, that is awfully nice. You can also do VIP tours during Halloween Horror Nights, and they have a couple of different options that
The
are
RIP tour.
Those are
yes, the RIP tours,
and many of those include stops at bars,
which is huge. Yeah. And they also do a tour for the chickens. They do a lights on during the day tour so that you can see what the houses look like without.
I'm not a chicken, but I'd love to go do that just to see the construction and
they're
all
so
that.
elaborate
I'd like
and
to do
cool.
it during the day or do the next day after I saw it with all the effects.
And
so there's
speaking
no
of
spoilers.
Halloween Horror Nights, that is a way to plus your Universal vacation in the fall, in the Halloween season.
Yeah, I've got to take my son there. My grown ass man of a son who loves horror. He would love that event.
It is a really fun event, and it took me a while before I was willing to try it out because I startle easily, but it's so fun. Yeah. Spoiler alert. It is a ton of fun. And they've got scare zones in the parks, and they really go all out. And it's the haunted houses are the most elaborate haunted houses I've ever seen. I mean, they're working with professional set designers to construct those things. They're very cool.
They bring Hollywood folks out to set those out.
Yeah,
a lot of people.
The director of the movie that the IP is based on itself will come do it. Like Jordan Peele designed his own spook house for the was it Nope? Yeah. No, not Nope.
No, it was
Us.
oh man, that house was terrifying.
There was one long gauntlet run of scary that I didn't care for that. I did, but in a good way. Like it was just so scary. But he designed the whole thing himself and came and
the Halloween house from the last one we went to that you walk into a room just full of
just 100 Michael Myers, some of which
Michael
were
Myers.
humans and some weren't, and you didn't know which ones were going to get you.
Yep.
Right.
So
if you've
good.
got
So
some
good.
horror fans in your family, go do that to plus your vacay.
Yeah. And if you've got Harry Potter fans, you can book the Harry Potter exclusive vacation package, which is a great way to plus your stay for them. And that comes with all kinds of stuff that kind of maximizes your Harry Potter experience. It before you even go, you get you get like a gift box that looks like a chest, and they've got
They're so cute
lanyards, super cute Harry Potter lanyards, and luggage tags for everybody in your party.
So the Harry box comes with your Harry package.
That's right.
That is correct.
That's right. And once you arrive, you get a it includes one breakfast at each of the
Harry Potter
main restaurants at the Leaky Cauldron and the 3 Broomsticks, which that is normally you can't just walk up to those, or
Correct.
at least you're not guaranteed walk up space. You have to book them in advance. So doing it through that package is a great way to be able to have breakfast there.
Mhm.
And the food at those restaurants, I'm always shocked at how good
It's good.
that
It is
food
really good.
is for like a theme park food, and especially like a theme park take on British
Yes.
like pub food. It's
They've got
good.
some delicious shepherd's pie that I ate way too much of before getting on the Velocicoaster.
Alcohol and like
And the
the
shepherd.
fireball,
Okay.
then-
Right.
That's
then
true.
the shepherd's pie, then the 3 rides.
That'll
on
do
the
it.
The
bar.
shepherd's pie almost came back up all over Jeff.
Yeah.
Close call.
Those restaurants, both of them, are kind of an experience unto themselves. You want to kind of really take it in there. There's a lot to look at. It's good.
Yeah. And so on top of those meals, you also get a magical portrait session
Mhm.
at Shutterbutton Studio, where they do kind of a green screen and put you in front of a lot. Actually, you get several shots in various magical.
And then you have like the
wizarding kind of
moving
things.
photos like they have in Harry Potter, correct?
Yeah, you get a DVD with all those magical shots, plus you get a print out of one group picture. Trying to remember, I feel like there's something else that's included. Maybe that's it. Yeah, the breakfast plus shutter buttons. But I mean, that's so it really kind of gets you immersed into.
And if you really want to be immersed, you can buy one of their interactive wands and go
Right.
around and do all of the interactive spell magical, what do they call them? I don't know if there's a name for them, but basically you're taking your wand and you're learning a spell and it makes stuff happen around the park.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and
there's
it
tons of
really
them.
is magical. It's amazing. It's so much fun, especially watching kids get to
Oh,
try it
yeah.
out for the first time. But everything in the Potter Land is really kind of, they give you so many options for increasing your level of immersion and plussing that experience to make it as wizardy as you want.
Mhm.
You can dress as whatever character you love the best, and just
And you can buy
Use
all that
spend.
stuff. You can buy
I was gonna
wizard
say,
robes and
Are there opportunities to purchase some of
You
these
definitely-
costume items?
yeah, and they're realizing now that everybody's bought all of their costume items that they might want to also have them personalized. So they've
Mhm.
been rolling out a whole lot of embroidery options and other personalization
But only if you
options
buy
for
it
the
there
merch.
that day.
Correct.
That's right.
Bring your old crap in here to get.
But Jeff, where else are you going to get Gryffindor Quidditch robes with your name appliqued on the back so that you're a member of the team?
Good point.
Only at Universal Studios Orlando.
That is correct.
But yeah, that's definitely a lot of people plan their whole trip to Universal specifically for
I was
the
not
chance to
aware
be
of this
wizards for a
Harold
day or
Potter.
No,
Mm-mm.
not heard of them. Movies or
I'm
books,
mostly
perhaps.
there for the minions.
Well, good news. There's going to be even more
ton
minions.
more
in
minion
there
for,
stuff.
soon.
I'm just going there for the Shrek ride next time.
Oh, sorry.
Bad news.
I have some
Oh,
bad
even
news
took out
for you.
the-
Yep.
Yeah.
I'm just there for Jaws
Mm-mm.
and Back to the Future
Then you might want to go out to Universal Studios Hollywood.
and King Kong
King Kong's
King
still
Kong's
there.
and
still there.
Twister.
King Kong is still there. Twister is
Oh, that's
not.
right. He just moved.
Yes.
How'd you feel about Fast and the Furious?
Oh, don't get me started.
When you hear your family. Oh wait, that's Olive Garden.
Well, what
Um,
else is there to do beyond the park, Dan? Should we
You can
talk
head on
about
out to
City, Walk? Ooh,
Head on out to City Walk. You got some fun things you can do there. They have a pair of really great mini golf courses.
I have not
That's what
experienced
Heather's
those
family
myself,
loves.
yes, but my family loves those two mini golf courses, and they are a cool, kitschy 1950s theme.
B movie,
Mhm.
sci-fi.
Yeah. One half is alien invasion sci-fi, and the other half is horror movies,
Horror.
Dracula's Castle,
Mhm.
and Frankenstein and whatnot. Kendra and my wife and son loved that too. They played there. a ton of
It is
fun.
super cute. It is a really, really good mini golf course.
Yeah, I always look down in there and think that'd be super cool if I had any desire whatsoever to play mini golf.
You should.
I
Didn't
do
they
not.
just
Maybe
add
need
an
that.
escape room to City Walk?
Yes.
Two of
There's a
them.
pair of escape
Two.
rooms. Yeah,
Oh,
you
cool.
can go, and one is themed to Jurassic World, and one is themed to Back to the Future.
Oh.
and
Fun.
they look incredible
They're
because
apparently
they're
amazing.
Yeah, it's like the Halloween Horror Nights. They add professional set designers.
Oh, cool. I would
Hollywood
love to try
special
those.
effects. They're really amazing looking. So yeah, that's something, and you can book those ahead of time.
And should.
Yes, that you make those reservations before you head down because it's popular. But those are there.
So they have two of them. Are there multiple rooms of each, do we think? It seems like a huge building for only 2 rooms. And if there's only 2, it seems like only 20 people can be doing it at one time. I feel like they had to have been smart enough to do like 4 of the Back to the Future and 4 of the others.
Surely, I mean, just because they have to make sure they make their money back there. Yeah.
That's what I wish they had done with the basketball thing at
Disney Springs.
Yeah.
And
That would've
it's
been
just
smart.
sitting there
Or make it
empty.
fun.
Maybe.
Yeah. There's still, we had a long discussion about that.
Yep.
We had the perfect plan for
And
that.
you know who listened to
building.
it? Universal.
Not.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly.
John
Right.
Universal heard it and picked up the phone and got it done.
The whole City Walk area is a lot of fun. There's
even
great
like
restaurants,
a world-class
bars.
movie theater right in there. You can take the fam to a movie when you would like to get off your feet.
or if
Get
it's
some air
rainy,
conditioning going on.
do
Go
like
sing
air
some
conditioning.
live band karaoke.
Yeah, we have a lot of our travel advisors are big fans of the Rising Star Karaoke Bar.
Yeah. You can see a concert at Hard Rock. They've got a
Those are
concert venue
really
there.
cool, and they have some great bands that come and
Yeah,
play.
pretty big. It's a big venue. Pretty big bands play there. I think it holds like 2,000 people. Pretty big.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's a major concert venue. It's nice.
And then this is a hotel blessing, but they have smaller concerts that happen in the lobby of the Hard Rock, and they get some great names there too. Jeff saw the Psychedelic Furs in that lobby.
Purely accidentally. I didn't know they were playing and just saw the ad in the elevator and like, yes, I'll go down to the lobby of my own hotel and watch the
Yes.
Yeah. Why would you not?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
It is a multi-day vacation destination. It really is.
it really is. There's tons to do for everybody, regardless of your ages. I know that a lot of people kind of think of Universal and only think of the thrill rides that they have there.
But they do really have a lot for the younger kids as well. It is a whole family kind of stay.
That's true. And it is really nice. Like you said, there's plenty of stuff to do outside of the theme parks. So,
And they really do have an amazing range of levels of resort. All of their resorts are beautiful and wonderful properties, but the Endless Summer is an incredible value. The per night cost of Endless Summer is very affordable, particularly for the
$7 a night.
I think it's a little more
Not
than
quite, but they are.
$27, but
they're the cheapest hotel rooms in the Orlando.
they
theme park
really are,
area,
and you're
for
getting,
sure.
especially for what you're getting in up to a 2-room suite for
You get a
like $199 a night. It's crazy,
crazy.
affordable. All the way up to the
and
presidential suite at the Portofino Bay. You can
That's
spend a lot of money per night.
Yeah. And Hard Rock has some ridiculous suites too.
Oh, I love the suites at Hard Rock are great. They have some that have
I
full
mean, like-
kitchens and
Yeah.
they are rock star suites.
Oh yeah, they have a big one that has a fireplace that is in the master bedroom and in the bathroom. It's in the wall that separates the bedroom from the bathroom.
I'm going to need to know
And,
the name of that suite.
Yeah, I'll find it for you.
feels odd that I haven't stayed there.
Right.
Well, we'll work on remedying that
I'll work on
situation. Talk to your travel agent, Jeff.
I will.
Speaking of, that means it's time for me to say thanks for hanging out with us again this week. If you're excited to plus your stay at Universal Orlando Resort or explore anywhere else, Key to the World Travel has the Presidente Suite at Lowe's Portofino Bay Hotel full of expert travel planners. They're ready to make your vacation dreams a reality. Head to www.keytotheworldtravel.com to get started with a no-obligation quote. Word of mouth is the best way to help us grow our show. you have a friend or two who you think would appreciate our special brand of globe-trotting jackassery, tell them what makes our show so great and send them our way. You can find links to subscribe to the show on your favorite apps and all the latest updates at www.goldkeyadventurers.com. Can't wait to hang out with you again later, and we'll see you real soon.
Hi,
Y'all
y'all.
come back now, you hear?
To ask a question or share your travel story, you can reach us by smoke signal, carrier pigeon, or send an email to goldkeyadventurers@gmail.com. And make sure you follow the Gold Key Adventure Society on Facebook and Instagram. A huge thanks to our sponsor, Key to the World Travel. For all your travel planning needs, visit www.keytotheworldtravel.com for a free quote and help planning the trip of a lifetime. Tell them the Gold Key Adventurers sent you. That's www.keytotheworldtravel.com. Key to the World Travel, your key to a magical vacation. Thanks to Outer Vibe for the use of their song Hoka Hey for the intro and outro of our show. Find them on Facebook at The Outer Vibe or check out www.outervibe.com for tour dates, music, merch, and more. We'll see you next week for another meeting of the Gold Key Adventure Society. And until then, remember, life is short and the world is wide, so go have an adventure.